welcome to this presentation of the Global Study Program of the University of Cologne. My name is Esther Wickert. I'm a student assistant in the program, and if you are going to join our program, you might see me at the trips I'm organizing, or you might join me at some counseling hours. If you have any questions, I'm here. Right.
My name is Eva Brans. I'm also a student assistant, and I'm mostly in charge of support and counseling. So also if you have questions, I will probably be the one answering all your questions, and I'm also helping with everything of the CGSP.
Very welcome also from my side. I'm Johannes Müller. I'm the Director of Studies of the Global Study Program at the University of Cologne. And our purpose, our task for today is to present you the University of Cologne, to invite you to come to Cologne and to take part in the Cologne Global Study Program if you want to pass half a year at the University of Cologne studying in English and learning some German. Okay then, we'll start with a brief presentation of the University of Cologne in a coconut shell, as it is a little bigger than a usual nutshell. Let me say a few words on the city of Cologne. Cologne is, it's fair to say, a European metropolis. It's the fourth biggest city in Germany and the biggest city in the land North Rhine-Westphalia. So we have about 1 million inhabitants. For many of the cities you are coming from, that might seem tiny, but in Germany that is a pretty large city. It's an international city with almost 20% of non-German residents coming from more than 150 countries. And its location is very convenient, especially for those of you who come from other continents, because it is located in the heart of Europe. If you look at the little map on the left, you can see from Cologne, you may reach to Paris in 4 hours, you may go to Brussels in 2 hours, you may even be in London in less than 5 hours by taking a plane. And on the other side, you can of course go to Berlin, Munich and Hamburg, but also to Dresden, Leipzig, Prague, and even Warsaw and Krakow, if you would like to. Cologne itself is a center of commerce, science and culture, and it is also a city of learning, a student city with about 100,000 students at 22 higher education institutions. That makes for 10% of the population. So it's a very young city, and of course for all these young people also entertainment is offered, so you will not annoy yourself when going out in Cologne. Of course, Cologne is famous for its cathedral and for the Rhine, the River Rhine, which is one of the most legendary rivers and streams in Europe. We have a very nice old town, even though the city had been severely destructed and damaged during World War II, but it has been nicely reconstructed. And there's also a modern side of it. As you can see at the riverside, there are some of the most innovative and modern apartment houses you can find all over Germany. And last but not least, we should also mention the Carnival as a particular highlight during the year and as a particular cultural issue that you really should experience while staying in Cologne. And if you are a soccer fan, you may know that there is also a Serie A Premier League club located in Cologne. Even though I have to admit that very often we go up and down in the leagues, and I can't guarantee that it will remain in Premier League when you come to Cologne. A few words to higher education and research in Germany. About more than 400 universities and institutes of higher education are active in Germany, of which 106 are research-oriented universities, and 217 are universities of applied sciences. That is the reason why you can't find at the University of Cologne engineering or architecture or other applied sciences, as we do not cover these areas. But there is an applied science university in Cologne which covers these subjects. There are also academies and conservatories of art and of music and theological academies and pedagogical universities to come to the amount of more than 400 universities all over Germany. But on the other side, there's also a large sector of non-universitarian research, which is at least as important as the research that is done within academies and universities. You may have heard of the Max Planck Society and the famous Max Planck Institutes, more than 80 all over Germany. The Leibniz Association is working similarly, but in the area of social sciences and humanities with almost 100 institutes. The Helmholtz Association has 18 large centers for mega research clusters. And the Fraunhofer Association has more than 70 institutes focusing on applied research. But all these institutions do cooperate and collaborate with universities at their place. And that is why in Cologne we do have cooperations with, I think, 5 Max Planck institutes, which are in town, and with other institutions nearby that would cover other areas. The University of Cologne, as you may have understood from that former slide, is the classical research-oriented university, and it's pretty old. It's from 1388, and it has a record of almost 600 years of permanent academic activity, even though it had been closed temporarily by Napoleon in the late 18th century, and was reopened only a century later at the beginning of the 20th century. We have a broad spectrum of scientific disciplines, which cover basically all sciences you could imagine. In 6 well-developed profile areas, we pretend to be cutting edge, to produce cutting-edge research results and to be top-notch in the world. The same holds true for the 4 clusters of excellence, and that is why we are also a member of the research university group named German U15, presumably the 15 best research universities in Germany. We are a member also of Coimbra Group, which is a European-wide association of traditional research universities, and we are pretty proud of that. With 50,000 students, we are among the largest, if not the largest university, at least by number, in Germany. But that is about quantity. The quality is what counts. These are the faculties, which I'm not running through right now. You may have a look at that later on if you wish. The teaching is distributed on these faculties according to these numbers, so the faculties are more or less of similar size, with the exception of the Faculty of Medicine, which is the smallest in number, but the biggest in terms of funding, because they hold almost 2/3 of the funding money that goes into medicine and cooperation projects with medicine and natural sciences. These are the key profile areas of which we just talked. You may have a look at that while pausing that presentation. And I think I can jump directly to our international network, and that is to you, as we do hold more than 600 corporations, of which some 550 probably in Europe. But we also have some 85 partner universities worldwide, and I presume you are one of the students from one of these partner universities, as you are entitled to an exchange stay at the University of Cologne, which is something we only offer to our partner universities. And that is why we would like to introduce you to the Cologne Global Study Program, which is an offer to exchange students from our partner universities outside Europe. So what is the idea behind the Cologne Global Study Program? We want to offer an attractive exchange program to our intercontinental exchange students, and we want to do that in English because we know of the linguistic barriers that come with teaching in German. We also want to appeal to international students from different backgrounds by designing a unique interdisciplinary short-term curriculum. And that, of course, is an enhancement to our European campus experience by providing in-depth seminars on a variety of European issues. But all this is not only to integrate you into our campus life, but it is also to offer our students opportunities to internationalize their own campus experience. And that is why the program is also open to students from Cologne, to German students or European students studying at the University of Cologne. And we offer them the opportunity to do courses together with you in English and to really mix up in an international classroom. Here you can see a brief scheme. We will return to that slide in a minute. How the Cologne Global Study Program is interconnected at our campus. And you can see there is a side that is covering the bachelor students of the University of Cologne, and it offers them a possibility to join courses in our program. But the main emphasis lies on the right side, the program for international exchange students. And that is a certificate program of 1 or 2 semesters, and it comes with 30 credit points per year. Per semester that you may gain while doing this program. So that's for the moment all from my side. I hope you are interested in learning more about the University of Cologne by simply coming to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Johannes, for this short presentation of our university and our program, and also our city, to give you some more visual pictures of our city. Here's a short video about Cologne and our university.
Originally founded in 1388, the University of Cologne is one of the oldest universities in Europe. Today it's recognized for its high standards in research, education and innovation. The University of Cologne is located in the Rhineland, a vibrant mega-urban region that is highly attractive for students and researchers, thereby enabling multiple academic collaborations and business partnerships to be forged. The ancient city of Cologne is proud of its cosmopolitanism and broad-mindedness, embracing diversity and Rhinish cheerfulness. Being founded by the City Council of Cologne, the University of Cologne has strong ties with the city and belongs to it just like the Cologne Cathedral. The University of Cologne has 6 faculties, covering a broad spectrum of disciplines ranging from medicine, law, management, economics and social sciences to human sciences, mathematics and natural sciences, and arts and humanities. On this basis, it has developed internationally outstanding research profile areas, including clusters of excellence on aging-associated diseases, plant science, markets and public policy, and matter and light for quantum computing. It's also one of the leading national centers in teacher education and educational sciences. University of Cologne's wide spectrum of subjects allows students to experience the full range of state-of-the-art research and studies. With its more than 50,000 students in BA, MA and PhD programs, the University of Cologne is a huge talent pool and designer of the future in Germany, Europe and around the world. The University of Cologne's Gateway Excellence Startup Center promotes startups from within the university and creates a culture of entrepreneurial thinking and action amongst students and researchers. In 2020, together with 6 European partners, the University of Cologne has founded the European University for Wellbeing, eUniWell. As part of eUniWell, the University of Cologne will continue its tradition of cosmopolitanism, diversity and inclusiveness, multidisciplinarity, and excellence in research and teaching for students, researchers, teachers, the city, and society as a whole.
Okay, hopefully you got some nice impressions of Cologne. And here comes our student assistant Eva with a short presentation going deeper into how the program works.
I would like to tell you a bit more in detail what the Cologne Global Study Program is about. So we already heard a little bit about it, but in very short facts, the Cologne Global Study Program is an academic certification program, and it is designed for students of the University of Cologne's partner universities. It combines classes on contemporary European studies, of course, taught in English and German language courses. And the German language courses are really an essential part of our program, so to successfully finish the CGSP, you need to take at least one German language course. Our main goal is to provide an excellent academic environment for exchange students who do not speak German, because at our universities it's quite hard, especially on a bachelor's level, to find courses which are in English. So we provide these courses for you so you can come to our university and also learn a bit about Europe. The benefits of our program is that our courses are custom tailored for you, for students from our partner universities who do not speak German, who probably don't know that much about Europe yet. And so we have these courses on contemporary European studies and a selected number of courses from our regular university's catalog. The courses are, as I already said, taught in English, so you don't need any prior knowledge of German, just some English skills, but you will have the chance to gain some German language skills and intensive German classes, which are a really essential part of the CGSP. You can earn normal academic credits and you will receive a certificate in the end if you successfully complete the CGSP. It's quite flexible, you can choose how long you want to stay, you can come for only one semester, get 30 credit points in total if you finish, or you can come for a full academic year and take 2 semesters in the CGSP. The CGSP is free of charge, so you don't have to pay extra to join our course. You can just become an exchange student and then decide to be part of the CGSP, and as I said, no extra fees have to be paid. You will study in a very intercultural language environment because the classes you will take, the so-called core courses, are not only for you, the exchange student, but they are also visited by our regular students from the university and also from Erasmus students from all over Europe. For the CGSP, we have a special support service, which is basically Esther and me. We will give you support only for you as the CGSP students. And of course, you're a normal member of the campus community. You can access the library, the sports facilities, the transportation, the cafeteria, and all these kind of things. Here we have a selection of our partner universities, and as you can see, we have many partner universities all around the world. So you will meet not only people from Germany, but people from everywhere in our program. We talked a bit about the language requirements, and since the principal teaching language is English, you will need to have a good level of English. We want at least a level B2 of the Common European Framework of Reference, and we accept the TOEFL English test with a score of 80 or the IELTS test. If you have a different English test, you can let us know before, send us an email and just ask if we will also accept this kind of English test. And as I said, I think 1,000,000 times already, a proficiency in German is not required. You don't need to know any German before, but you will for sure in the end. Dates and duration, they might differ from the times you have at your home university. The winter semester always starts in the beginning of October is until the end of March. Lectures are not all the time during this period. They start mostly second week of October and then go until the beginning of February, and our summer semester is from April to September, with lectures starting in beginning of April and go until mid-July. So you also have a little bit of time in the summer or winter to travel afterwards before the semester ends. We come back to this diagram on how the CGSP works and how it's connected to the studies of regular students of the University of Cologne. On the right side here we see the CGSP, and if you complete it successfully, it's 30 credit points per semester, And this 30 credit points consist of 3 modules. The first one is the basic module 1, which consists of the core courses on contemporary European studies. These are the courses we made for you, and these are also the courses where students from the University of Cologne will join you. The next 9 credit points are the so-called basic module 2, and this is just the German course. It can be the pre-semester course, so you can study German even before the semester starts, or you can take the normal semester course, which is just regular during the lecture times. And then we have the last one, the elective module. This can be another German course, because as a CGSP student, you are entitled to take 2 German courses. But if you said after the pre-semester course, I don't want to take any German anymore, you can choose some courses of a variety of courses from the normal university's catalog, or the remaining core courses if you like. If you're coming for 2 semesters, you will have this one each semester, but of course we offer different core courses each semester, and then you can also kind of upgrade or up level on the German courses. Here we have a little example on how the basic module 1 with the core courses can look. We have 3 thematic fields, the first one being history and culture, economy and society, and politics and law. And depending on the semester, we have either 2 or 1 course per thematic field, and then you can decide which course you want to take. The only thing is you need to take 1 course out of each thematic field. So in this semester, this is from the last one, you had to take the course on energy markets and the one about European integration, but you can decide between these 2 courses and the area of history and culture. For each core course, you will get 3 credit points, and then there will be a final exam in the end for the remaining 3 credit points. Here we have some course examples. You can pause the video at this point and just read through what the courses can be about. German courses, I already said, you are entitled to do 2 German courses. This is not normal. Regular exchange students can only take 1 German course, but you can take 2, the pre-semester and the semester course. And of course, the course is depending on your German level, if you have prior knowledge or not. If not, of course, you're gonna start with the easiest course, learn from the basics. But if you have already studied some German, you can of course go into a higher level course. And the German courses are not only for the CGSP students, but in the course you will meet other international students and researchers from the University of Cologne. Here we have the elective module, which is also 9 credit points you have to take, and you can take either some of the other courses from the international office, the core courses you have not chosen in the basic module 1 yet, and the German course if you have taken the pre-semester course, for example, or some faculty courses. These are also changing each semester depending what the faculties offer. Here we have some examples what we offered in that semester. You can also pause here and have a look at that. But the CGSP is not only about studying and learning, it's also a bit about fun. We organize a lot of trips for our CGSP students. Here we have some examples from this year. We did a little get-together in May with really great weather. We went to the Rhine Park, which is on the opposite side of the cathedral. We played some German outdoor games, had a little picnic, which is also quite a German thing to do. And we took the cable car together over the Rhine. We also did a study trip to Brussels with one of the courses where we visited a an art history museum, and had a really nice guided tour about the paintings, and then the students had some time on their own to go through Brussels and explore the city. The really important question is, how do I apply for the CGSP? And the first step you need to do is ask your international office to be nominated as an exchange student. And depending on your universities, that might require maybe a motivational letter or any other documents. Once you're nominated as an exchange student, you will get an information package from the University of Cologne, and in there will be a link for an application form. And on that application form, then you can choose the Cologne Global Study Program or the Contemporary European Studies, and then you can be selected for the program. Of course, we have a website where we probably don't go yet, but there you will find all the information I just told you in a written form, and you can also have a look what courses we had in the prior semesters, and also check out some reports from former CGSP students. Thank you for your attention.
Hope to see you soon in Cologne.